You are always busy. The calendar is full. The messages are constant. The to-do list never gets shorter. And at the end of the day, you cannot clearly name what you actually produced. You were moving all day, but nothing moved. This is not a time management problem. It is a psychological trap that modern work has made almost impossible to escape, and that most people are living inside it without even realizing about it. Researcher Sylvia Bellezza and colleagues at Columbia Business School published research showing something uncomfortable about how modern culture treats busyness. In contemporary society, particularly in knowledge work, being busy has become a status symbol. Being seen to be always on, always responding, and always in demand signals importance. It signals you are needed. And this cultural signal creates a powerful incentive to appear busy, even at the cost of actually being productive. The result is what productivity researcher Carl Newport calls pseudo-productivity, the performance of work rather than the substance of it. Meeting that could be emails that could be silence, constant task switching that feels like momentum but prevents the deep focus where real work is actually created. Researcher Erin Reed found in her studies that employees who secretly worked normal hours while performing overwork were indistinguishable in output and had better reviews from those who genuinely overworked. The appearance of busyness was doing the social work. The busyness itself was not producing better results. You feel this in specific ways. A day full of meetings and messages that ends with a vague sense of dissatisfaction. A feeling that nothing of real consequence was touched. The impulse to respond to every message immediately, not because it is necessary, but because availability has become part of your identity. The guilt of doing deep focused work, because it looks like you are not doing anything, even when it is the most valuable thing you could possibly do. And the slow, quiet knowledge that the things that actually matter, the work that requires thought, creativity, and concentration, keep getting pushed to tomorrow by the urgent, low value noise of today. Here is what pseudo productivity actually costs you. It crowds out the work that genuinely advances things. Deep work, the kind that produces something meaningful, that solves difficult problems, that creates real value, requires uninterrupted concentration. And uninterrupted concentration is exactly what an always on, always responding, and always busy culture destroys. You're not just losing hours to low value tasks, you are losing the cognitive state in which your most important work becomes possible. And over a career, that loss compounds into a significant gap between what you produced and what you were capable of. 3 concrete shifts that you need to do today. First, measure day by output rather than hours. At the end of each day, ask one question: what did I actually produce or advance today? If the honest answer is uncomfortable, that discomfort is useful information. Second, protect at least one block of deep, uninterrupted work every day. 1 hour minimum, no messages, no notifications, and no context switching. Just the one thing that matters most that day. This single habit, if applied consistently, produces more meaningful output than any other change you can make to how you work. Third, get comfortable with appearing less busy. The cultural pressure to be visible, active is real. But your career and your sense of purpose are built on what you produce, not on how many messages you sent or meetings you attended. Shallow activity is easy to generate and easy to see. Deep value is harder to produce and harder to see. But over time, it is the only thing that distinguishes one person from another. When you stop performing busyness and start protecting the conditions for real work, your experience of your days change fundamentally. You end fewer days with that hollow sense of having been busy but not done anything. Your sense of progress becomes real because you can point to what you actually built, solved, or created. and your relationship with your own capabilities change. Because the work that deep focus produces, when you protect the time for it consistently, regularly surprises you with what you are actually able to do. You are not too busy to do meaningful work. You have been too busy doing everything else.